Hello Terraria and enthusiasts, my name is James and welcome back to the Calamity mod. So in today's episode, my goal is to take down that damn bee from yesterday. So I made an extra summoning device yesterday and I said I'm going to hold off on it because I want some tips from you guys. And you gave me lots of tips. You gave me things that I wasn't even thinking about. So one of them was if I want to use the P90, which is this amazing gun, then I should make different types of bullets to kind of complement it. And some of you suggested that I should make iCore bullets. Now, I did buy the iCore from one of the NPCs as part of the Alchemist mod. As you lot know, I actually have a corruption world, so otherwise I wouldn't have been able to make them, especially so quickly. And I can kind of appreciate that because look, now I've got 2,000 of them. And these actually give like a special effect, don't they? They decrease the target's defense. So that's one of the things I was mentioning yesterday, how this gun is amazing, but if you pair it with something that has a high defense, then it doesn't really do much. So we also got recommendations for going down into the abyss, because apparently if I go down into the abyss, I'm going to find myself some new ore. And this is great, because every time I do a new Calamity series, I swear something changes, like the progression of something just completely skewers. So it's really good to have a collection of you lot actually helping me along, because I completely forgot about it. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting all prepared, because I've got to dip, dive, and dodge down into there. And what I want to grab is I want to grab a mining potion, just to keep me nice and safe. I also want to grab a Zen potion just to stop some of the enemies down there. And then I think that should be good. We'll also grab a sunshine. And I know that we need to have a little bit more light as well. So we will grab a shine and a night owl. And then these are the items that we... I just took that one. These are the items that we need to be taking. Oh, I already have a shadow orb on. Oh, I was like, okay. I've never noticed it at any point in the series. And I know that I need one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, because I'm feeling super lazy today, I'm going to grab one of these bad boys and get on out of here. So down in the abyss, we're going to grab chaotic ore. Now, you can't just use chaotic ore, unfortunately. You actually have to pair it with cores of chaos. Now, cores of chaos require some farming as well, so it's definitely going to be about farming today. And I've got a bit of a cough, I'm not going to lie. Like, you may have seen earlier's vlog, and I wasn't really talking about it. But, yeah, I've got like a bit of a chesty burning sensation. Because it's me, and I'm always ill, let's be real about it. So, if I do stop and I'm like... you understand why. And I'm really glad I did that, actually, because now I feel better. Right, chaotic ore. Nice. So this is actually available to us now because of the fact that we got the pick saw. I completely forgot about it. I need to kind of like start learning my progression a little bit better. But like I mentioned, it changes anyway. So what does it matter all that much? But this should give us a bit of an advantage because we're using, what is it, Ataxi at the minute? We're using Astral. And Astral's great, but I feel like obviously getting an upgrade is going to help us with a boss fight. I mean, that's only a given, right? Okay, there's a big chunk of it over here. So let's mine all of that. Nice. And then there's a big chunk here. I didn't get a breathing potion. That is classic James. And it makes sense, because look at me, struggling to breathe with my nice cough. Okay, let's grab all of that. And I'll also grab all of this. And I think this might actually be enough. I always feel so lazy with the Vein Miner mod, but I love it so much. It's so satisfying. It's basically Terraria ASMR for me. So I don't know what Void Stones are. I'm grabbing these because I'm genuinely curious. Now it's time to get out of there before we die. So I got it. Void Stone. What's it make? Does it make a block? It does. It makes Void Stone wall and it makes a block. Okay. That's very cool. I'm always saying that mods should add more stuff. We got another wolf set. I'm not a big fan of the wolf set, if I'm being completely real here. So, cores. This is going to be like a bit of a tricky one because I've got to go down into the dungeon to go get the ectoplasm. And then I've also got to figure out what cores go with what. So, let's see. I probably can make a bar. They might be called chaos bars. Yep, they are. Chaotic bars, in fact. So what was that? Cause of chaos. I can't remember where cause of chaos come from. I don't know which one. Oh, no. There we go. I don't know which one chaos is. Is it the ones in the sky? The essence of the underworld creatures. Right, so it's ones in hell. So I'll go grab some of those. And then I've also got to go to the dungeon as well. And that should give my voice a bit of a rest. So the cores are pretty much secured, but they haven't got the ectoplasm to go along with them. So I thought what we could do is maybe tackle the dungeon together real quick. Because I want to show you just how powerful the P90 can be when it's against the right enemies. Because when you're in the jungle, lots of very high defense enemies. And I think when you're in the dungeon, it's not so bad. I guess these ones are taking, I don't know, a pretty reasonable time. I really just love that you get ectoblood. Ectoblood is so good. Like, being able to combine that to make ectoplasm just makes the whole farming process, like, so much easier. So I'm going to take a buff now. I'm going to buff up because I don't want to die while I'm doing this. I've also taken a Zerg potion so I can do this a bit quicker. Let's see how long I can survive for. So this is an enemy with a very high defense. Is it probably going to kill me? Probably. Please don't. Thank you. Oh. It was a bit of both. It was a bit of both. But I got some ectoplasm, and that's kind of all I needed. And I'm already down to 98 bullets. This thing just gobbles them so quick. Okay. I got 2 ectoplasm. Great trip. Alright, so I've secured enough ectoplasm, hopefully. And I think that might actually be it. So let's put some stuff away. What did I get? I got an... Oh, wait. I've already used this before. This is the thing with the lunatic cultist. So my goodie bags are still pretty naff. I kind of like the unicorn mask. That's kind of cool. Let's zoom it on in. I tell you what, though. I feel like after a few days of wearing it, I have to take off the leprechaun outfit. And that's because the armor that we're actually getting is so good looking. So it feels wrong to really cover it up for so long. So we'll put all of that away. We will make up the ectoplasm that we can make. So that'll take us up to 32. Now we need some cores of chaos. So we'll make 27. And then we need some chaotic bars. And these should be here. Okay, so that's 112. So that's more than enough. And it's right here at the top. So we'll make the chest piece. We will also make the leggings. Now, I'm going to go for Ranger setup once again. So, we're currently on 82 defense. So, let's get the Ranger helmet, which should be this one. So, 82 defense, and this is doing 180. So, we're now on 78 defense. This now does 184. And the set bonus is 5% increased ranged damage and critical strike chance. Inferno effect when below 50% life. You have a 50% chance to fire a homing chaos flare when using a ranged weapon, and you have a 20% chance to emit a blazing explosion when you are hit. So, very cool. Now, let's look at weapons. These are all the latest weapons as well. So, you got the Flame Scythe, the Hellwing Flamebudge. I don't know how to pronounce that. So, where's the Great Bow? The Great Bow is here. So, we'll grab one of those, and we'll test this out. So, let's see. Not bad. Not bad. Kind of cool. I like it. So, I feel like I'm all ready to do another round of this big, giant, poisonous bee. I'm going to grab some potions, and then if this run doesn't work, what I will do is I will raise our stadium up to the surface jungle, because I feel like that's going to help us out a lot. That was actually one of the suggestions. It's just that I don't really want to start messing around with that kind of biomanipulation just yet. Although, I will actually have to do it soon, because when we do stuff like Yaren and such like that, that's going to require like a perfectly flat area. But I'm going to worry about that when it comes to it, because those things take forever to set up. So one thing to consider, I actually wanted something that could pierce yesterday, and I completely forgot to read the right comments about it. So I think what I should do is make holy arrows. So I just bought a bunch of stuff. I tell you what, I didn't buy any unicorn horns, but I'm going to buy a bunch of these. Now these actually are piercing, right? Are they piercing? Do these count? I think they count. We'll see. I don't play Ranger, as you guys know, so my knowledge of it is pretty limited. Alright, let's see how we do with this. So, taking on normal enemies. It's not so bad. We do have one of the arrows actually being homing as well, and I think that's pretty cool. Okay, let's see if we can do this. So I'm going to use my rage. Oh, I just ruined that. Okay, got to stay relaxed. This is kind of like what happened in the first fight where I just started it and got like loads of immediate damage, and I think it kind of throws you off. I need to work on that. This should be fine though. So just like before, we're actually doing a decent amount of damage, and we're not also taking like, I don't know, insane hits because we're using those two accessories in combination with each other. So it kind of like negates some of the effects, and that's working pretty well. Okay, here she goes, charging us away. And here she comes again. God, there's so many of them. I tell you what, if they ease off for a second, I might actually get adrenaline. Oh, there you go. Oh, nice. I'm actually using the little head on the minimap to actually locate where she is. Oh, I've got confusion. What? Oh, come on now. I don't want confusion. Alright, I'm just going to try circling around. This is something I didn't do yesterday, and I feel like that actually caused the boss to spend the majority of the time inside of the blocks. And obviously, when it's inside the blocks, we can't deal damage and stuff, so best to be aware of that. Okay, she's charging us up here, and this is good. I'm kind of like finding moving around to be genuinely like a very interesting strat, but I am going to stop talking now because I do need to concentrate. Okay, so the fight is definitely getting harder at this point. Like, it's charging more, it's sending out more attacks. Like, my health is getting low. I'm kind of like just winging it, truthfully, just like hoping for the best. So I'm just like using classic Calamity strats, just circling around the boss, seeing what happens. All right, I'm going to activate Adrenaline, even though it's not perfectly on screen, because I don't want to lose that extra damage I could be doing. And I'm going to be silent again, but I wanted to give you a bit of an update as to how it's going. As you can see, when it hits, it's hitting really hard now. So I have endured a lot to make this fight work. Let's see if we can finish this off. So, confusion, not great. Let's see. The music's kind of dying down a little bit. I'm not exactly sure about her movements at the minute. She might be getting a little bit furious with me. She knows the end is near. Hopefully not for us, though. Okay, get out those blocks at the top to stay nice in the open. We're also going to get a rage hit in a minute, and hopefully we can use that to our advantage if we don't actually get this. It's just hiding in the blocks, I can tell. Come on, Plague Bringer Goliath. It is time to meet your end. I have suffered enough at the hand of bees. Alright, there really isn't much left. There we go. Bam. We did it! I'm so proud of us. And I feel like it was all thanks to all of your advice. I really do appreciate it. It definitely goes a long way. Like, going from not being able to beat it in one episode to, like, smashing it in another. That's thanks to you. So, let's open this up together. Bam. So, we did in fact get a Toxic Heart, which blinds and weakens the player if above 85% life. And it summons a damaging aura around the player to destroy nearby enemies. We got this staff, which looks amazing. I definitely like weapons that use a lot of particles. We also got the Blight Splewer. We got the Large Virulence. Cool. Very cool. And we got the Deceased Pike. So, very awesome weapons indeed. Now, for tomorrow's episode, what we'll be taking a look at is, in fact, let's have a little look down here. Let's turn off mini-bosses. So, it'll be Dukefish Run and then Ravager. So, very exciting stuff. So, that's about it for today's episode. Now, just like yesterday, I actually did record a little bit of a vlog, so if you want to get a better insight into my life, maybe you're somebody who watches this daily, and you want to know more about me, I'll leave it linked at the very end. It's not so long, and they're coming out pretty much every day, hopefully, and yeah, check it out. Right, thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.